We've got two working pros here in our studio today. Welcome back to Valley View Live. Retired military and contract working dogs can still serve the purpose they were meant to fulfill with help from a great local organization. Joe Orlando, I'm going to get up here because I was just trying to get some love from the puppies. Joe Orlando is here. He's the president and founder of Working Canine Rescue, and he joins me now to talk about this great program for dogs. And he brought Drake here, who is looking for a home. Now, give me the history on Drake.
Drake is a 3-year-old chocolate lab. He was discharged from an explosive detection program coming out of Alabama. He was operational on a few domestic contracts, but he was a little bit too social for the working dog that they kind of sort of look for, as you could see.
Right.
So they kind of contacted us and said, hey, we'd like to find a new home for this guy, so we're looking for a home for him. He's a great dog.
He's a beautiful dog, very, very friendly. How could someone who's watching now adopt Drake?
They can go to our website at www.workingcaninerescue.org. We have an adoption application link there that they can click.
This is the picture. Now, what does your organization do? I mean, do you actually, once you get these dogs in, these are rescues from other organizations, do you train them? What do you do?
We have a few programs. One is our War Dog program, where we take in retired military working dogs and contract working dogs, which Drake here is. And we either reunite them with their handlers or we get them into loving homes. We have a Pause for Police program, which we go comb shelters all over the country, and we look for those dogs to get into canine, to get into law enforcement, because there's a lot of good dogs out there in shelters too.
Right. How did this get started?
Well, to keep it short, when I was 13, I saw my first police dog demonstration. It kind of intrigued me, so I started reading books, you know, watching old Yeller films, stuff like that.
Right.
And you know, I just a couple years ago, I met a guy named Ken Licklider from Von Lick Kennels in Indiana, and he pretty much took me in, and his organization taught me how to evaluate, train, what to look for, because he was a big fan of the rescue thing too. He said, I'll teach you how to train them and send them out, and we'll put them to work.
Well, what typically happens to these dogs, these contract dogs, these law enforcement dogs, when they retire?
Usually when they retire, a lot of times they'll go to the handler that was working them, or a prior handler, or they would come to organizations like ours or Mission Canine Rescue, and we'll look for homes or reunite them with the handlers if their deployment isn't over yet. So.
Right. That's got to be so heartbreaking for men and women who, you know, I know how it is when I leave my dogs for the day. When they've got to go overseas and be away from their canine for so long.
Yeah, it's tough, and a lot of times your dog is your partner when you're out there working.
Right.
And it's hard to describe the bond between a handler and his working dog, because at times that dog could save the life of that handler and a lot of other people.
Right.
So when you're away from that dog who actually technically did save your life, you feel like you're probably missing a party. Like, you know, hey, this dog saved my life. I don't want him to be with anybody else. So.
And I'm sure too, let's face it, they're probably spending more time with their dogs than they are with their two family members.
It's the best life for a working canine too. They're with their handler all the time. Handler's family, if he's a law enforcement canine, goes on vacations with the handler, eats dinner with the handler's family, watches Valley View Live when he's not working.
Yeah,
you know, so.
Such a great dog.
Yeah.
Now, are these dogs suitable for everyone? Can anyone just own one?
Yeah, no, because these dogs, you see, Drake is a little bit lower key, but a lot of times they come to a little bit higher energy. So it's not really a typical pet situation. They still need some mental stimulation, physical stimulation to keep balance. Not as much as when they were working, when they retired, but just enough to where they don't chew your furniture or steal your shoes. You know.
Well, my friends in the dog world always point out that it's very important to have training for the handler or whoever the owner, as well as for the dog.
Absolutely, and all our dogs that we adopt out, we're always there when they answer any questions or answer any kind of concerns. We come and do training if they need it. We have a lot of people on our board and on our staff as volunteers that have experience with different behavioral issues and stuff that they might run into. So we're always there for them. We never just adopt a dog out and just kind of turn our back on it and say it's yours, because we know anything can happen with these dogs. You're a dog owner, you know. So one day you come home and the house is rearranged.
Exactly.
You guys are supposed to be good dogs. What happens? Call the trainer. You know?
Now, how can people support you and get involved, maybe volunteer?
We have some volunteer positions that are open now on our website, and if you want to donate, you could donate straight to our P.O. Box, which is P.O. Box 370787, Las Vegas, Nevada 89137, or go directly to our website, and we have a donation page there if you'd like to support us.
Fantastic. It's right there. So you can help retired military dogs find a lasting home. For more information on the Working Canine Rescue, call the number or check out the website Joe just told you about. It's right there on our screen, workingcaninerescue.org.